Hey guys, Taju22 here, and welcome to SmackDown. And this program is brought to you by MuchGames.ca, and we have a real good one for you. And this will be the final match before we have the final match that CM Punk is going to have with a member of the industry. We'll get to that after this match, but in the interim, you have The Rock and Triple H. And there is definitely no love lost between these two. I mean, you know of the personal animosity they had at one point, but even after that had subsided, I would have to think that there's still professional jealousy among these two men. You know, The Rock he's a movie star. Basically he's the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. And then you have Triple H, who is the 14-time world champion, and only Ric Flair has more world championships won, or reigns, I should say, than Triple H. So there is professional jealousy among these two men, and that's why we're going to have this match right now. Alright, we're off. Una clothesline right to The Rock. You know, the last time we saw Triple H, Triple H had his problems with Dolph Ziggler, and despite the fact that Dolph Ziggler attacked him from behind and really put the hurt on Triple H was able to weather the storm and actually do as much damage as Dolph Ziggler did to Triple H. And the thing is that Triple H, you really have to put him away whenever you get half the chance, because if you don't, Triple H is going to make you pay, and he'll kick your ass. In fact, I'm one of those few people that have felt his wrath. Despite the fact that I actually had Triple H beat at one time or another in a match I had with him, he still found a way to win, and he still found a way to kick my ass. And I can tell you, I was never the same after that one. So I have a lot of respect in ring for Triple H. But that does not mean I respect him as a person, especially for all the things he's been doing in the real WWE. And unless you've been watching your WWE, you would have known that Triple H is, the best way I can put it, when it comes to management, he is a tyrant. And if you could have any tyrant running a company, Triple H is that very man. Rock could be a tyrant, but the thing is, people love The Rock. Even when The Rock was a bad guy, they still loved him. Because, he just appealed to those people. He was so popular, they just, he couldn't stay as a bad guy for too long, though. But as for Triple H, for years people have hated him. Yeah, they respect him. And some people do love him, but most people just don't like him. Whether it's his character or whether it's the way he carries himself. Yeah, people just don't like Triple H. I don't like him. I might like him as a wrestler, and I might respect him, but I don't like him as a person. And that's the difference, I like The Rock as a person as well as a wrestler, even though I've never fought in The Rock. I'm pretty sure many other people have, and they could tell you the same thing, especially those who have fought in them. And I'll tell you one thing, Triple H, he has a mean streak. But don't sell The Rock short on that, because The Rock can be just as vicious as Triple H has proven to be. The Rock, more often than not, he tries to humiliate you. That's the first thing he can do, and if that does not work, then The Rock will just simply, as he says, layeth the smackdown on your candy ass. In other words, you have to fight The Rock close. I mean, you don't want to... The Rock is not someone you can just easily put him away. You have to work on him. You have to soften The Rock up. You have to slow the pace down. Otherwise, The Rock is one that can easily end a match within a matter of seconds. And The Rock means a matter of seconds. So these two are evenly matched in terms of their accomplishments and the fact that they are two guys that at one time had an hour-long match, which was an Iron Man match, and those two went the distance. So these guys can do the same. So however long this match is going to take, these two men will fight each other for as long as it takes. That much I'm very sure about. That's true. That's to be sure of. An elbow right to the head of The Rock. So, you know, these two are evenly matched. So it's going to come down to execution. That's all it's going to take. And another elbow right to the head of The Rock. So, pinfall. 1. No. Kick out at 1 by The Rock. And the fans are chanting his name, Rocky, Rocky. And a sidestep onto... Wait a minute! The Rock bottom onto Triple H. And that could do it. I mean, he's put away many men with that move. 1. No. Kick out by Triple H. And of course, Triple H has kicked out of the Rock bottom many times himself. So it should not surprise me that it's going to take more than one Rock bottom to put away Triple H. A Samoan drop on a Triple H. Let me just sit up straight here. I'm sorry about the shaking of the camera here. Whipping in the corner, and then a clothesline on to Triple H. Wait a minute. A rope break for Triple H, and I mean, these two men are evenly matched. And a DDT on a Triple H, and this is not good for The Rock. The pedigree onto The Rock, and that could very well do it for The Rock. 1, 2, 3. Yep, Triple H has beaten The Rock a couple of times himself with the pedigree. And The Rock was just another victim in a long line of victims that Triple H has put away with the pedigree. And I tell you one thing, Triple H is on a winning streak. My question is, who's going to stop Triple H? I mean, Triple H looks to be in the running for a World Championship match. And I would have to think that it's only a matter of time before Triple H gets that championship match. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out as we get closer to SummerSlam. But with that said, stay tuned for the final match that Punk is going to have with a member of the industry. That match is up next.